So when did you become a man of integrity? At what age?
30s, my 30s. When I had my first kid, really locked in. I became congruent with my values. I grew. I
What
became the same
age?
person.
So something arbitrary caused you to become congruent with your values and becoming a father. Not getting a new heart, not being woefully aware that you were a sinner in need of a savior, but just being congruent with these where these values come from, Ruslan. What are these values? Lead attorney needed to know that. He didn't have to agree, he didn't have to like it. In fact, had you done it, we would have expected him to be hostile to it. But you don't lay down your weapons of warfare. You don't do that. That's all you have is this is your weapon. That's all you got. Your reasoning, your realization of coming to, evolving as a man. Don't nobody care about that. You're getting torn a new one right here, all because you don't believe that the Bible is sufficient and that the gospel is the power to save. I hate to say that, but I don't know what else to say that you believe because you didn't pull it out when you needed it most. You didn't. You sat there and appealed to everything else that you thought was a politically correct answer that would have been of value to him, except for the one thing that if you claim the name of Christ, that's all we have. All I got is Christ and him crucified. That's it. I have no righteousness of my own. If he would have started interrogating me about lying, I'd have been like, listen, I already know I was trash. I'm trash on my best day. Lee, you trash too. Listen to how you talking. That's why we need a savior. You had so many doors of opportunity to walk through, to give the gospel, to tell all these people what happened to you and how you're able to raise your family and your children in the fear and admonition of the Lord and have a wife who submits to you and loves you. But you didn't give them the remedy or the solution. You didn't give them anything. This is what disappointed me. This is why I say God gives us these platforms not for us to make much of ourselves and for us to just grow bigger and bigger and bigger. He's giving you these platforms so that you can be found faithful. So that at the end of the day, if you lose it all, that you gain everything in eternity. To make much of him, whether they mock you, laugh at you, scream at you, it doesn't matter. This is why we exist. We're making this content. Yes, I get it. At this stage of the game, Ruslan, this is probably how you feed your family. I have no issues with people using YouTube as a means of income. I think it is an incredible invention, particularly for the Christian. Now, we recognize that our time on these platforms is real short, right? Why? Censorship. The Bible is hate speech these days. Our ability to speak freely is becoming more limited and limited. Well, why not redeem the time while it is still day and use every opportunity that the Lord gives you? He provides an open door. All you had to do was walk in it, show up with your weapon, make much of Christ, and that's it. What more did you need to do?